Check it out, check it out. Now, we should be here sitting around, pouring out a little liquor for Meek Millie, reminiscing on the good times when he had the streets lit. Not like he doesn't anymore, but back when he was one of the top-selling rappers in the game, okay? Remember when he was boasting and bragging about the bust-down rollies and APs? There were no L's in sight. He was rapping and screaming like he was ordering from the passenger seat at the drive-thru at McDonald's. Instead, today we talking about how Drake showed up to an interview and basically dug him up, killed him again, and basically buried him one more time. He's basically, at this point, I'm talking about Drake, pissing on Meek's gravesite and still disrespecting the Philly gangster rap. And this is ridiculous. Now, Drake actually did an interview with DJ Semtex on Beats One Radio, and if you guys want to hear the whole thing, you guys certainly can at latenightcreeps.com, but in bullet form, this is what was revealed by Drake. Drake said, number one, he believes that Meek Mill really tried to out him on ghostwriting, these ghostwriting secrets, because Meek Mill was in his feelings over an issue with Nicki, and he felt that was the only leverage he had to basically combat it, okay? Now, he also said and confirmed that DJ Drama is the person who leaked the reference track. Drama, why'd you lie about that, by the way? You went on Hot 97 and all different other platforms, and even you messaged me. You said you ain't had no parts to do with it. Come to find out from Drake himself, he says you were managing Quentin Miller, and you leaked the motherfucking reference tracks from Quentin Miller because some higher-ups asked you to help Meek out. Sad, sad, sad. Okay, nobody likes a liar. All right, number three. Drake also said, man, he said he probably bets at this point Meek Mill probably regrets going at him at all, right? He says if we could ask Meek Mill a question, ask that nigga, is it worth it? And I gotta say, that probably is true, right? While maybe his street credibility wasn't tarnished all that well, you could definitely see Meek ain't selling no more 250,000 records, okay? Book it. He ain't selling 250,000 records for a while to come, okay? That definitely destroyed and definitely really defaced his mainstream rap career, okay? Number four, Drake actually thought he won. I mean, a lot of people gave Drake the win, but in his mind, he says it was a clear victory, and he was glad it was that. Now, number five, he also said, man, he don't think him and Meek Mill could be friends, man. He said there was no respect before it and definitely ain't no respect after it because Meek Mill basically is a snake who flipped on him. And I'm not saying this out of what I'm saying. That's what Drake said. Go watch the interview. Go listen to it. That's the words he's saying. These are the things I'm summarizing, okay? He says maybe him and Ross because he had respect for Ross, but him and Meek? He ain't had no respect for Meek. He felt he did a lot for Meek in terms of putting him on his first tour, also giving him features on his singles, flying out to Philly to shoot videos. And that's really the next point because he said Meek flipped on him like a fucking burger. Now, he also proclaimed that he was nervous at first when Meek kind of went at him. That's why he dropped Charged Up. He didn't know how in-depth Meek Mill plotted and planned this, and he didn't know who else was involved. But he said later on he found out that literally Meek Mill wasn't ready. He says he realized Meek was just an emotional nigga who was just impulsive in calling him out. And then he said while responding to Meek, he did not want to use the obvious things. He said he did not want to use Nicki Minaj because Nicki Minaj is a dear friend to him. And also, he says he had to get revenge on the situation because the saddest part about it, Meek Mill tried to ruin his career by tweeting. Okay? Now, if you guys watch the entire interview and the tone of the interview, and also when he gets to speaking about Meek, I gotta tell y'all the truth. I respected it to the utmost, okay? I respected it because had Drake came out and said, oh yeah, we could be cool maybe later, that would be some sucker moist shit, okay? Meek, whether he was warranted or not, tried to end Drake. When a nigga try to end your livelihood and try to take food out of your mouth and basically flagrantly is coming at you with an agenda, even if y'all squash it and y'all not just going back and forth actively, you and that nigga can't be cool. It gotta be known. Bro, had you been successful, you'd have never came back and fucked with me. So why, when I'm successful in preventing what you had going on or preventing what you were trying to do to me, why the fuck would I actually come around and rock with you? Now, Meek did actually make some mention. I believe he did an interview a couple months ago, and he said there's a possibility, but he don't know because he said at least right now ain't nobody get touched on both sides. I think that's what he kind of said. And maybe Meek is thinking that for him, but Drake ain't thinking that. He ain't thinking about, oh, yeah, well, you didn't punch nobody from OVO's crew yet. You know what he's thinking? Nigga, you try to end us all. You try to get us out of here. And you can't. So now you can't. You're down for anything. You're down for reconciliation. And I gotta say, man, I actually support Drake in this more than Meek in terms of after this feud, if y'all niggas become friends after this, it's fake. Motherfucking fake, okay? Y'all basically try to go at each other's necks and try to literally end each other, okay? And more maliciously, Meek started it first, okay? Drake was defending himself, but Meek started it first. So, again, I thought Drake was 100% right in this. How the fuck you gonna be friends with Meek? How the fuck? How the fuck you gonna be friends with him? How? How, nigga? Okay? You can't do a song with him. You can't do nothing that benefits that man because that man tried to get you out of here. If you think otherwise, you are probably a snake. I gotta be honest with you. You probably a snake your goddamn self. Okay? Because if you would allow somebody to do that to you and then be cool with them, you probably have the intention of doing it back to them, or you're so fucking naive, you should not even be in some type of competitive sport or arena or industry like rap. So I gotta say, I actually agree with Aubrey in this. Him and Meek can be cool. Listen, if Meek does become one of the top rappers, and by the way, I'm not even ruling out that he might not change his mind later, but the only way Drake will change his mind, Meek got to start selling 300,000 again, okay? If Meek don't get that mainstream appeal back without Drake and without all the momentum he had before, if he doesn't get that back on his own now, this beef or the reconciliation will never happen. However, if he gets extremely hot again, right? If he gets extremely hot, there's a possibility him and Drake might work together. Because, you know, Drake, whatever makes dollars makes sense for Drizzy, okay? And even though you might have wronged him, maybe he'll kind of change his mind. But right now, when Meek is looking kind of down and out a little bit, and I mean in terms of, we saw DC4 did 80-something thousand, not bad for a mixtape. However, a lot of people are admitting that mainstream-wise, Meek Mill is just not what he was when he dropped Dreams Worth More Than Money, okay? You guys get in the comment box. Do you think Drake is actually right with this? Do you think he should try to be cool with Meek later on, like how Nas and Jay eventually end up being? Or do you think he's kind of right with everything he pointed out? You guys, make sure you listen to that and also get in the comment box. Make sure you guys like. Let me subscribe to Wood's Academics. I'm out.